Estamos muriendo de amor. Estamos muriendo de amor. Quiéreme por el amor donde manda el amor. No hay espacio para orgullo ni rencor. No, 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 estamos muriendo de amor. Estamos muriendo de amor.
My name is Julay. I'm from Dominican Republic. I'm playing different style like salsa, son montuno. I love son montuno. I love it son montuno. I'm playing other style, merengue from the Dominican Republic, but my style is bachata. This is my original style. That's who I started to sing bachata. The bachata started to well known in the 1960s. See, people used to hate bachata in the Dominican Republic. This guy starting by that time doing bachata. He do it very well. As well, it's called El Añoñadito. The bachata started, they used to play in the garden. That's why they call it bachata, because it was a party in the garden. People, they not used to go to any college to study music. They just they told themselves how to play guitar, like I do. I've been told myself how to play guitar. And then that kind of people, without any knowledge, they didn't know, they create a style. They say, okay, let's play bolero, let's play, but really they've been play another style. Bachata is totally different from the bolero. And that's when it started the bachata. And then in the 1960s, like I said before, Jose Manuel Calderón came out. And then after Jose Manuel Calderón, later on come Leonardo Paniagua, Luisito Segura. That bachata is more like a more romantic, more talking the bachata talking about love, but as well is like bitter love. That love bitter is something, a lot of sentiment. The singer of bachata, if you know feeling, you know will give it that to the audience. People know will feeling. You need to feeling. It's a lot of feeling. The bachata when you sing that lyric, it's a lot of feeling. And then the bachata later on, when coming Anthony Santos, Luis Vargas, Raulín Rodriguez, when they created a bachata model, they changed the sound, the color of bachata. I swear I had to mention Black Duran. Black Duran was one of the first started to introduce like instrument like the conga, because normally Jose Manuel Calderón and the people, they used to play bachata like a trio. They use two guitar requinto. Requinto was a small guitar with different tune if they want play the melody. And the second guitar is the one play the rhythm. I will show you a little bit the rhythm, you know. That's the rhythm. That's the rhythm of the second guitar. It's like a complement for the bass and C like that. The second guitar used to do the rhythm and the bass. And then later on, they introduced the bass. Eh? The guitar used to play, the bachata, sorry, they used to play maraca. That's, that was before the guira, because the guira is made by metal. It's a metal, they by metal, but that no exist before when Juan Manuel Calderon, the people, they used to play like a trio. Two guitar, maracas. Most of them don't have a bongos. And then later on they introduced the bongo as well. They introduced the bongo, and then they used to play bongo, two guitar and maraca. Later on, then with Black Duran, they introduced the electronic guitar. The electronic guitar started to give it chance. Black Duran used to play around merengue, bachata. Very, very sweary lady. The lady was no, for a lot of people, no, was very nice, but he hit the number one there with that style. He put conga, trombone. That's the first a guy bring trombone into the bachata. That's the first guy bring the piano into the bachata. And then the bachata started to get different color, different style. I think the guira, metal guira, is coming with one, Jose Manuel Calderon. Jose Manuel Calderon was the first. And the guira was like a, they don't have a maraca. If one recorded, they don't find the maraca. And somebody say, oh, I got a guira over there, it sounds the same. And then that's coming into the bachata by because it's missing one instrument, and this one supplant the maraca and bring in. That's why the guira coming in. Then after Black Duran coming Luis Vargas. Luis Vargas, that's when it started the bachata get into new brown, new fresh model. They bring this type of guitar. This type of guitar. He's a guy, he passed away, not remember how many years, the name is coming, not coming to my head now, but he called Luis El Terror. I think that he named Luis El Terror. That's the one. Advise Luis Vargas to prepare his guitar better with a microphone. It's going here with a microphone because he tell buy a better guitar, that type of guitar like that. And then they introduced that guitar in the 90s when they, in the about 80, 90, they started to introduce that model, that style of guitar is revolution the sound and the color of bachata. And then Anthony Santos bring his own style. And then after Anthony Santos coming Raúl, that's in the 90s. In the 90s, I think it is very important time for the bachata because that revolution everything. And then after then guy started all the style, they call it bachata sensual. The bachata sensual coming in the Romeo style, Romeo Santos. I will say that started in 2000, I see 98, 99 to 2000, 2001. Romeo bring that style, the bachata. This style is like a more urban, they call it urban, but the bachata is in the capital, in the city. That's when the bachata started. And then go to countryside. Romeo Santos with his style is mixed with that kind R&B, soul music that type the guitar the way you know they more young they bring that from America. That style started in America. He bring up and then a new style when this time now in all Europe being dancing bachata, they dance different of the Dominican. Dominican dance different. The Dominican they dance the bachata more typical, more national of Dominican. They, you know, and here in Europe, all many young people, the dancers, they created even new style how to dance the bachata if we dance differently now because they mixed also with the dancer. And then I think that's great for our style. That's wonderful. The bachata from the garden, even in big event, stadium, you go to the Madison Square Garden where bachatero like Romeo Santo about 3 or 4 years ago, I think let's say 3 years ago, he played in London, I think in the O2 Arena. Let's see, say 15,000 people there. It's a great event. The bachata coming from the back your garden, the backyard, to that stadium, fill with even 80,000 people in USA, in America. I write my own music. Yeah, my first album is Sin Ningún Temor, where you got Aprende a Elegir. The song was quite really good. In the Dominican, pardon, here in England, is a song. I had to play that song in every Latin party.
Estamos muriendo de amor. Estamos muriendo de amor. Quiéreme por el amor donde manda el amor. No hay espacio para orgullo ni rencor. No, 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 Estamos muriendo de amor. Estamos muriendo de amor.